Hello, and thanks for joining me. Well, it's going to be a fairly short video, I think. Every time I take my vise off and go to tram it back in parallel to the table, I have a hard time finding a place to stick this indicator and getting it to where it'll line up with the edge of my jaw right here. And I want to simplify that process because it shouldn't take more than maybe a minute to tram the vise in, but I spend 5 minutes trying to get this thing lined up right. So what I'm going to do is take this aluminum block here, it's about 1 by 1 by 2 inches, and insert a magnet so it sticks right there, and then cut a little slot for this indicator to sit in. This just happens to be 5/16 thick. I got a 5/16 end mill in there. Anyway, that's what we're going to do today. It should be fairly simple and straightforward. Also, I got these magnets here, like a refrigerator magnet. Pretty dang aggressive. I'm just going to bore a hole and inset that, press it in there. Anyway, let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is mill a slot in there. Okay, none of this is very critical. In fact, I'm not measuring anything. I'm going to cut a 5/16 slot about a 1/4 inch over and a 1/2 inch deep. Okay, the base of this magnet's about a 1/16 over 3/4. So I got my 3/4 inch drill in there and my 4-jaw, self-centering 4-jaw here. Self-centering 4-jaws are not the most accurate, but they're great for stuff like this, where accuracy is not really extreme. I think that's deep enough. Take one light pass to make everything concentric. Need to go 50 thousandths larger. Before I do anything else, I'm going to cut that hook off. Cut the hook off that. Okay, I want this magnet to be a press fit. You could glue it in, but press fit's kind of convenient. And I reset my dial to 0, 25 thousandths different. I got a 1-to-1 dial, so I need to go, it's 50 thousandths different, so I need to go 25 thousandths larger. I'm just going to go 20 first and see how that fits. I think that'll press in there. We'll find out. Perfect. Yeah, let's see how this works. That vice straw is not in the best shape. Anyway, I'd say that's a success. Short little video, but hopefully that's useful for somebody. Thanks for joining me. Be sure and subscribe and ring that bell.